Very good morning, students. We are moving to next part of the lesson, that is Basavanna's Veera Shaivanism. We noted earlier the connection between the Tamil Bhakti movement and the temple worship. This in turn led to the reaction that is best represent the Veera Shaiva movement initiated by Basavanna and his companions like Alma Prabhu and Akama Devi. This movement began in Karnataka in the mid of the 12th century. The Veera Vaishnavas argued strongly for the equality of human beings and against Brahmanical ideals about caste and the treatment of women. Please underline where it started and who was the other major followers of Basavanna. Okay, his companions like Allama Prabhu and Akama Devi. Then where it started in Karnataka, please underline, and which century? Mid of the 12th century. Then what was the belief of or idea of the Veera Shaivas? They strongly believed that equality of human being, means there was caste system in India. They are saying like that, no need of any caste system, we are equal. Then they are totally against the Brahmanical ideas of the caste and the treatment of women. They also against all forms of rituals and idol worship. And the Veera Shaivas, they are saying like that, no need of any idols, statues of gods at home or in the temple, and no need to conduct any rituals. That was their another ideas. Then given some of the sentences from Veera Shaiva's bhajans, that is given in the form of bhajans. You can see say it. The rich will make temple for Shiva. What shall I, a poor man, do? My legs are pillars, my body is shrine, the head of a cupola of God. Listen, O God of meeting rivers, things standing shall fall, but the moving ever shall stay. The rich people, they are making temples that we have seen in history textbook itself. Kings to make glorify themselves, they may start used to make temples. And here the poor people, they can't make like that, so they are saying like that. The poor people, they can think like that. The pillars of the temple, that is their leg, and shrine, it is their body, that is the major part of the what we can say garbhagriha and like that things. It is the body of the person like that, and head is the top part of the temples of. Then you can pray even though it is sleeping, God is with us, like that we can think. Then next one is the saints of Maharashtra. From the 13th to 17th centuries, Maharashtra saw a great number of saint poets whose songs in simple Marathi continue to inspire people. Okay, like Basavanna, another group of people, they developed, they are also singing poems, and to make that is in simple Marathi. Everybody can understand, from the Maharashtra people can understand very easily. For what purpose they are doing? To inspire the people. And in which century? From 13th century to 17th century. The most important among them were the Jnaneshwar, Namdev, Eknath and Tukaram. Please underline, four major saints from Maharashtra: Jnaneshwar, Namdev, Eknath and Tukaram. As well as women like Sukubai and the family of Chokamela, who belong to the untouchable, means the Mahar caste. This regional tradition of Bhakti focused on the Vitala, or in a form of a Vishnu temple in Pandharpur, and as well as on the notion of the personal God residing in the heart of the people. For the Maharashtra saints, there was two major gods, or the divine power. They are saying one is the Vitala, that is the form of Lord Vishnu. Then and the famous temple is there in Pandharpur. Then next one, it is the personal God. That personal God is residing in our hearts, that God is residing. And these saints poet rejects all forms of ritualism. In Maharashtra also they are saying like that how we was conducting or how the Brahmins they taught us to make the rituals. No need of like that any rituals. Rituals outward display of piety and social difference based on the birth. So they are also arguing for equality in the society. In fact, they have even rejected the idea of renunciation and preferred to live with their families, earning their livelihood like any other person while humbly serving fellow human beings in need. Then with that related to God and other things, then they made some other theories like related to human being. Then they are saying like that no need of any think about renunciation, how we can go through the rebirth and go to union with God, like that things, or no need to go anywhere away from the family. They can live with their family members, they can earn a livelihood how other peoples they are doing. Then with that what they want to do, they want to serve the fellow human being, how much they can do that according to that. A new humanistic idea emerged as they instead that bhakti lay in sharing others pain. The famous Gujarati saint Nasri Mehta said there Vaishnavas who understand the pain of others. Then Maharashtra saints as well as Gujarat saints, what they are saying like that, we want to understand the pain of other people. And when you are going to our mess hall, we can see that one Sai Baba is sharing his food with the poor people. Like that, we want to share our food or things where those who are having the pain, or we want to understand other pains and we can serve them little bit, how much we can do that one. Questioning the social order. This is an Abgas Marathi devotional hymn of Saint Tukaram, who has identifies with the battered and the beaten. Mark him as a saint for God with him, who is getting the beating from other people. Make him separately because God is there with him. He holds every forsaken man close to his heart. His treat a slave as his own son, who is getting like that far away from those who are keeping marginalized in the society. They are the people of God and they are very close to God's heart, and God he himself treating his son as a slave. Like that it is going on. And you can see second one also. You made us low caste, why don't you face that fact, great Lord? Our whole life left our food to eat. You should be ashamed of this. You have eaten in our home. How can you deny it? Chokas Karmamela asked, why did you give me life? Then another one poet, he's asking like that, you only made us to be a low caste, we never become like that, and how you can say like that we are should be far away, or then how you can deny food, you are coming and eating from home, and how you can keep us away from, like that they are asking. Means what it is that they are thinking like that no need of any casteism in the society. There is no need of any inequalities in the society in the name of birth. That is the main idea of this. All the saints from Maharashtra as well as Gujarat, even Karnataka we have seen, in Tamil Nadu we have seen, and Kerala saint philosopher also saying the same thing. So in Bhakti movement, we can see the all aspects of the Bhakti movement in that they are discussing no need of any inequalities in the society. There is no high caste and lower caste. Only thing we want to love God, we want to pray to God, we want to devote to God, that much only. Okay, then next it is the Nathpatis, Siddhas and Yogis, that we will continue in next video.